Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. You guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Hear my roommates out there going, saying, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. We have a bunch of stuff to go over today. I did go over it a little bit yesterday when Queen Veve was on. Veve is on, and we talked maybe for like 20, 30 minutes about Veve and OMI stuff, and then we kind of went off the rails as we often do. We're gonna need a moderator to go and check ourselves back into reality when we get too off base. Anyway, today, let's see what I titled this video so I can go on and talk about that before we get to the news, before we get to everything. But before we do that, we will talk about OMI. OMI is down about 8.1% on the day to 00084. I did get another 500,000 today, bringing me up to 182 million OMI. I did not think we'd go back to the triple zeros. We happened to go and do that just because of the whole Bitforex thing that's going down. Everyone and their sister has been messaging me. I remember getting down to like maybe like 700 messages on Telegram before I'm like, like 1,500 plus now. Same with Twitter. If I ignored your message, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say I didn't mean to. It's just, if I do it for one, I got to do it for everyone. So I just put out a post today saying like, hey, in fact, I'll read the post so y'all have it here. There's a couple of posts actually, and let's go back to Foster Hill, who actually wrote the first post saying, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the collective frustration everyone has been feeling, and thank you all for being patient and understanding with the current situation happening with Bitforex. Despite my best efforts, I have yet to receive any updates about the issues that the exchange is currently facing, but I remain optimistic that we will see a positive outcome. Information that is currently available from their social media indicates that there was an unplanned maintenance which had taken place and that this exchange is actively working to resolve the issue and provide an update. I understand how important the situation is to the OMI community, and I would encourage everyone to support one another as we wait for more information. While I have seen several theories as to what the cause of the maintenance might be, it is important to note that none of the hot wallets used by the exchange have had any trading activity since the outage was reported. That is very important. Once an official update is available, it will be circulated from the Akomi account. For now, if you need someone to talk to, reply in the comments or tag me in Discord. Oof, we will get through this together. Community is everything. I would not wish that on anyone that I cared about, because that is 100. Shout out to Nicholas Talbot saying, "Yo, you're lucky I saw that, Nick," because or else I wouldn't see that for like several like an hour. Because like I get it. I 100% get it. It is super scary to have your crypto on an exchange when something like this goes down. Wind the clocks back a couple of years ago. It happened twice. Once like 2 years ago, once like 3 years ago, where Trust Wallet had gone down and it showed everyone's balance is zero. Akomi wasn't showing up. And at that time I had several $100,000 worth, and it not showing up. I was like, oh, all right, this is strange. And again, everyone and their sister messaged me, what's going on? It was just a thing. It was just a glitch. Once you updated it, or it had updated like X amount of hours later, it was fine. This, we're not 100% sure. If it was a hack and the hack wasn't maintained, everything from their hot wallet would have just been, taken out. A lot of which, Bitcoin and whatever. But now the fact that you have you have none of the money that was taken out of it, I don't think it was a hack. In my unprofessional opinion, whatever you want to call it, not financial advice. It just seems to me that it's just a liquidity issue. That just insolvency. Like they might just be insolvent. They might have had, because remember, we had a couple of days before the supposed maintenance thing went down that people just some of their orders weren't filling. They couldn't get stuff out. Things were being. I thankfully on Monday, because again I was in this whale weekend this past weekend. We're able to get my friends and his friend's last amount of OMI that were on Bitforex. We got it onto a trust wallet, which is fine. And that said, for Americans now, the only exchange you really have, you have two. You have Uniswap, and then you have Coinbase Wallet. Uniswap is relatively easy to use for those who've been in crypto for a little bit. Coinbase Wallet is obviously going to be the easiest. All you need is a Coinbase. Buy Ethereum on Coinbase, send it to your Coinbase wallet, and then once you have it on Coinbase Wallet, you just swap for Akomi, and that's it. Then you're able to go and send it to your Trust Wallet, send it to your Ledger, Trezor, whatever you have. But yeah, right now that's why kind of the price is going down. That's why we're down about 9 or 10% because Bitforex has been down for like 36 hours, 40 hours, whatever. And yeah, it's just Americans can't really trade right now. The amount of volume has been cut in half. We took like a 60% haircut in volume, and that's why. And okay, compassion time is over. Now it's time for me to rustle a couple of jimmies. I have been telling everyone for at least 2 years, if not 3 years, because I've almost never kept my stuff on exchanges. Go back. All right, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why my internet keeps going out. It happened like 5 times last night, 8 times, whatever. But again, now it's time to rustle some jimmies. I've said for at least the last 2 years, if not the last 3 years, to never, ever keep your crypto on an exchange. Not your keys, not your crypto. And I get for some new people here, some people that have been here for not that long, they're like, oh, it's easier to keep on an exchange. I can swing trade, I can do whatever. If you want to swing trade, your own volition, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's not something that I do. But keeping your crypto on exchanges, especially after 2022, where all this crap went down, with Terra Luna and you had FTX. FTX was the #2 exchange in the world, right behind Binance, and it went down. So I know that there's a couple people out there that are just like, well, this wouldn't have happened if we were on bigger exchanges. If we were on bigger exchanges, we wouldn't keep it on Bitforex. We would keep it on those bigger exchanges. Guys, FTX was the #2 exchange in the world. You know how there are so many people that have their OMI on Bitforex? And I guarantee you there's going to be a multiple of that more that would have had their crypto on FTX. This is why you need to self custody. And I get it, tough love here, but you know what? Um, that's a hard lesson to learn. Y'all paid your college tuition. If anyone had it on there, I guarantee y'all will never, ever make that mistake again. Y'all will learn how to use a trust wallet. You'll learn how to use a Trezor ledger, and I guarantee you, most of you here, you probably have that, and you probably practice those really good crypto things, but a lot of other people didn't, and either one of two things is going to happen. It's like, all right, what happens when you drop two bottles from the exact same height, and one breaks into 1,000 little tiny pieces, and the other shatters into a jagged weapon? Why does that happen? I don't know. It just does. One person will go and they'll just be out of crypto and they'll be like, you know what? I got hecked. I never want to feel that way again. So I'm just out. I'm never. And then there's another person that's gonna be like, you know what? College tuition. I learned that. I will never do that again. And they'll become a much savvier investor, and they'll become a much safer investor, and they'll never do that type of thing again. So let me go on and say, okay, what's going to happen now that Bitforex is down? What's going to happen now that it's who the rest of our OMI? See what we got here. For me, and again, this is whether you have your crypto on Bitforex or whether you don't. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. There's a lot of fear in the air right now concerning OMI and its liquidity. We have some people that are panic selling, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But I've used this opportunity to pick up a little more OMI, currently up to 182 million, and I'll buy more next month when I can. The team knows what we want. We will get what we want. In the meantime, Americans can still buy OMI on Coinbase Wallet and Uniswap. Non-Americans can buy OMI on OKX, Gate.io, and AscendX, and likely BitGet soon as well. I hope it goes lower so I can buy even more. Imagine when we can buy OMI on Veve, #1ClickOMI. There are a couple of people that's like, okay, well, if this is a rug, they're just going to dump 22 billion OMI, and OMI is going to go down to quad zeros. One, I would love it if OMI went down to quad zeros. I'd get a fudge ton, especially in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But I'll tell you this. I don't know if I have this written down. I don't think I do. I'll go in and I'll try to find this direct quote here. I don't even need the direct quote. I just do it from memory. No, if these are like rugged and these funds were stolen, that's a crime. Like, that's a felony level crime. That is, you're stealing hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. that will not be able to be sold on any type of central exchange. That will, I'll repeat, anything stolen, if that's what's happening here, will not be able to go and be sold on exchanges. Can track where these things are from. As soon as Bitforex got hacked, if they were hacked, if that's what it was, they'd immediately throw up those sirens. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. They will immediately go and just put, like, it's like dye on bills that are being robbed from a bank. You know, they have trackers in there, and some banks even have these like nanoparticles where as soon as you exit the bank, little tiny nanoparticles with tracers in them get on your clothes, get on your hair, get on whatever, and they could track that. It's the same thing with these exchanges. They will immediately throw up these red flags and they will say, like, okay, here's everything that we had. If you have anything from these addresses, do not sell it, do not give them credit for it, do not do X, Y, and Z. So centralized exchanges are out. If they go and try to go and sell it on centralized exchanges, they're done. They will get arrested. They will go to prison. And then if they go and they say, okay, well, what about decentralized? What about DEXs? Okay, they can maybe put about 1% of the stuff on there. So even at 1% out of the 22 billion OMI that Bitforex has, okay, what is that? That's 200 million OMI. That's like $180,000. It's even less than that, like $170,000. You know, that's yeah. Will that make it go down a bit? Sure. Up until, you know, one of the whales I know goes up and buys it. But that's it. You know, and again, the 22 billion is still on Bitforex, and as of right now, I've got to consider that OMI that's on Bitforex burned. I've got to consider that is not going to see the light of day for a while. Now, there's a chance that if it's not hacked and if it's just a, you know, hey, let's say they, you know, they were having issues and, you know, insolvency issues, whatever. Maybe they go and they say, okay, we're going to give people some of their money back, and maybe they get like 40, 50, 80% back, whatever it is. And that would be good for the people that have OMI on there. But for the most part, yeah, I would consider that burned for right now. And again, if it's insolvency issues, some people might be able to get some of their stuff back at some point. I don't know the time frame on that. But yeah, that's a burn that we did not see coming. That consider that staked and locked up indefinitely up until we get a update. Now, again, it's very possible that over the next couple of days that they just say, hey, we actually just did have this unscheduled maintenance. There was this huge bug. We had virus, malware, whatever. And they go and they say, yeah, everything's up and it's fine. Now, obviously, with that, people are no longer going to trust the exchange. They're going to have a lot of outflows, and they may be insolvent risk from that because they might not have enough money to cover. How do they go and do that? Maybe they short their own token and they go and they make money that way. I don't know how they would cover that if they have that money, if they have that money in the war chest. But in general, yeah, I would say this stuff is considered locked up or burned for right now, which is not exactly how we wanted to do it. And again, I do feel a little bit bad for people that had their stuff on there. But again, been screaming from the rooftops for 2 to 3 years to never keep your stuff on these exchanges. Always have it in self custody. It could be a MetaMask that you don't connect to anything else. It could be a Trust wallet. It could be a Trezor or a Ledger, whatever you have. Anywho, let's try to find some other things that I have over here. I don't mean to be lecturing, but sometimes, like I said, got to rustle them jimmies. Yeah, be fearful when others are greedy. Okay, there's the thing. Let's see if I have one of these things. Or let's see what we have over on here. OMI worries, everyone. And again, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I bought a little bit of OMI today. A couple of people I knew bought a little bit of OMI today, and the and the when you go and you have a really big cash flow and just a big war chest, you can take advantages of time like these. Now, when I was talking about it with a couple of whales today, yeah, we bought a little bit, and we'll continue to buy a little bit more. But we are waiting for kind of a little bit more of a downturn. Again, the thesis of the company hasn't changed. The fundamentals of the company hasn't changed. It's not like, oh, this has happened. We can't roll out, you know, OMI to bronze tickets now. We can't roll out OMI to NFT now. They could still do those same things. And again, I don't know if people really remember, but it does seem like we're getting BitGet over in the next couple of weeks. So this is likely not going to be anything that it's just temporary fun. And pay attention to the people that are trying to get others to panic sell. Pay attention to the people that are just going and saying, like, see, I knew this company was trash. And pay attention to the people that are trying to put the blame on Veve and Ecomi. That there is, again, people want exchanges. You know, we'll get them. We'll get multiple this year. But this is not the fault of Veve and Ecomi. This might not even be the fault of Bitforex. You know, they could have their securities. They could have security measures, whatever. Blame the hackers if that's what it was. Or, you know, if I'm sure I had a couple 100,000 OMI on Bitforex. I'm sure I had a couple $100 worth of Bitcoin, USDT, whatever on Bitforex. I have no one to blame but myself. Like I don't have any other OMI on any other exchanges, but let's say I do. I mean, I have a little bit of flow over on, it's not mine, but I have a little bit of flow over on Coinbase. If Coinbase goes and gets hacked and I lose that, that's on me. That's my fault. I feel like when people go and they start blaming Veve and Ecomi for that, they're saying like, oh, I'm not mature enough to be fiscally responsible or responsible for this. I'm going to shift the blame to someone else. And again, I don't want to kick people while they're down. I'll kind of move on here. But that's just kind of my feelings on it. The Forex, what whales are doing. All right, so I just kind of went over that. Guys, give us about 3 weeks and we'll send it. Heck, if the whales are going to be smart and use like a bot to buy these things, to buy OMI, or if they're going to use, they're just sit at their computers all day and like, all right, I'm going to do 5,000 here, because now the only place that you can go and buy it if you're American is really Coinbase Wallet or Uniswap. So they're going to sit on their place. All right, I'm going to buy $5,000 worth of OMI now, buy 7,000 in an hour, and they're going to keep doing that, and they might have to do that in shifts. It's like everyone remember the episode of Rugrats where they have to watch the babies, and they also have to watch, you know, the football game. It's like, oh, we might have to start watching the game in shifts, you know. And whales, if you have a lot of money, you might have to start talking with each other to go and say, okay, I'm going to buy X amount at this hour. You buy X amount at this hour, so we don't pump the price too much. For me, I'm just going to send it. And in about 2.5, 3 weeks, I'll get a nice little payday, and I'm just going to send it. I'm not going to put in like a lot all at once. I will be a little bit smart about it, but I'm not going to put 5,000 here. It's going to be 5 figures each buy, and I'll do that multiple times, probably in one day, give or take. So just throwing that out there, y'all. I will hopefully blast over 200 million OMI. I have 181 now. I'll definitely get to 185, 190, 195. Yeah, like each buy will be like another 5 million OMI, give or take, if everything comes to fruition. Veve keeps crushing it. All right, we'll get to some of the rest of the news today about the Veve, about the Veve. Hoping for manga, anime. Josh Emmett, shout out to him for coming on the podcast. He'll be on the 1st. Yep. Yeah, well, I mean, and what does this do long term for the price of OMI? When you have Bitforex that has like 22 billion in there, was that like 8% of the supply? No, maybe not 8%. Yeah, like 7-8% of the supply. That's a very, very interesting burn. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Anyway, I bid 10,000 MCP points today for the Blade collection, or the Blade collectible, and I did not get selected. Dr. Stuff bid 12,500 MCP points, and he did not get selected. I think the minimum was about 15. And the average is probably much, much higher. The average, let's say, is like 20,000. So let's do 20,000 times 363. That's 7.2 million MCP points that were burned today, which is fantastic. So I wound up not getting any of the Blade collectibles or that Blade collectible because, you know, I just don't have that money. Well, I have the money, but I could have got it for 50, and now it's like 75, whatever it is. That money's going to go to OMI. If I were to get it, sure, 100% buy it. But like I said, that money's going to go to OMI. Remember, about a couple days ago, where I was like, oh, is Veve teasing the Veveverse, where they had this giant portal, and then Wilder came in and said like, oh, is this a portal to somewhere? Wilder's that racing company. They have 130,000 followers over on Twitter. Could be something like that. People are saying Stargate, but I feel like they wouldn't waste the tease on Stargate. It is a very niche thing, and some of the it has a small minority of fans that are super excited if that is Stargate. But I don't know, man. I don't know. David had gone on and tweeted today, just give me that dog with like the shifty eyes, like, is it what you think it's going to be? I'm hoping it's not Stargate. I'm hoping it's portals for the Veveverse, and portals from Veveverse to where? I don't know. Christoph Wazowski says, I bid all my MCP for this drop. This mother flapper bid 84,465 MCP points. That is to go and bid that much without knowing what the value of MCP points are is just bananas. Goddamn, I have no idea how people do that. They sold out. So let's say, was it 909, right? 909 times, was it 50? So it's about 45,000. No, there had to be more, right? There had to be more than 909. Oh no, it's 910. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. So it'd be 910, or let's say 909. I said, oh, they only made 45,000 on this. I would have sworn that they would have made more, but I guess they didn't. All right, we'll go over that in a little bit. Oh shit! I didn't mean to click on this message. Sorry, guys. I clicked on a message. If somebody says they saw me seen that message, just message me again, because I don't know who you are. I'll have to answer at some point. They've done very, very well recently. So they've had about 40. I don't know, what's 4713 times 7? They had 32,000 yesterday with the Spider-Verse comic. The Tomb of Dracula has made a good amount. There's only 551. So let's say 4713 minus 551 is 4162 times 20. They made 83,000 on that. That's weird. They made 83,000. They made more on the Tomb of Dracula comic than they did on the actual Blade first appearance. That is wild. They made 200,000 over on the Lamborghini. They sold out the Year of the Dragon from New Zealand, as opposed from selling out the Year of the Dragon Lunar US stamps. That is really powerful. That is really, really powerful that they did that. They sold out the love stamps. So everything, they've just been killing it on all of these drops, making tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands on a couple of these. Even what is this one? The Spider-Man Wedding, the Amazing Spider-Man annual number 21. That had made, was 47 minus 713 minus 505, and this is times 7. They made 30,000 there. They sold out the Love Collection. The only one that didn't really do so hot was the X-Men Gold. They only made like $10,000 to $20,000 on the wedding between Rogue and Gambit. So they didn't make that much on that, but mostly they've just been absolutely crushing it. Anywho, aside from that, have the other coin? Yeah. When coins get listed on BitGet, it usually doesn't take long for them to get listed on Bybit or MEXC, which could be really good. It happened with Vannery, and before it was called TVK. So if we do get a BitGet listing, I do expect within a couple of months to get the other exchanges, Bybit and MEXC. I think those listings should be able to follow. People going on and saying, I'm not going to call out people's names here. I'm just going to find this retort that I had responded because it's bananas. 5 would be okay. Yep. People not understanding why they're dumping. Let me go on and find what I'm. It might take a little while for me to find, so I might go to the next piece of news before I do this. Yep, exchanges can track where they're from. Yeah, all right, I'll go to the next piece of news here. It is interesting or true. All right, so the European Bank says that Bitcoin fair value is still 0 and it's not suitable as means of payment as an investment. Okay, most of the rest of the world kind of makes fun of the US because, we're not that good at geography. And again, I'm going to rustle some jimmies here. Why did the US not know the names or capital cities of every single country in Europe or other countries in the world? a lot of these other countries are not important enough to be known. Like they're just not. Some are. We know France, we know Germany, we know a lot. I mean, I know a lot just because I was in the military and I traveled a lot. But a lot of countries just aren't important enough. And if their central bank or one of their banks or their government says like, "Oh, Bitcoin is worth zero. We do not recognize Bitcoin," and it's like, okay, that means absolutely diddly squat for everyone else in the world because your GDP is nothing. Like we have states that are higher than your GDP. So when you have the European Central Bank go and say like, yeah, Bitcoin fair value is still zero. Oh, okay. Well, that goes contrary to how the accounting, at least in the US, is measuring fair value assets. So either through the selling price or cost of the asset on a marketplace. And two, sales price is comparable assets. Three, price of replacement. It's easy to demonstrate and support the fair value of Bitcoin by any one of those standards. I have no idea how they can go and try and support that claim, especially when trying to go and be a big guy and make a big statement like that. And it's just not going to work. And it's not going to work because it doesn't really matter what they do or say when the USA is saying the exact opposite. I hope you all like my snowman cup here. Oh yeah, woo, that was good. Now where am I? Moving on here. Let me go and all right. So you have somebody, and I'll just make this as a general argument from the other side of what I would say fudders or people that just don't know what they're talking about, saying, what about OMI tokens and NFTs stored on the Veve app? There are currently no options to move your Veve NFTs into your own wallet. Also, in order to stake your OMI tokens and earn MCP points and bronze tickets, you must move them onto the Veve platform. Okay, here's my response. Bitforex is an exchange. If they go bust, then whoever has crypto with them is essentially a creditor, meaning creditors are unlikely to get paid out at first. In the unlikely event that Veve goes bust, which is pretty much freaking impossible, I don't know how these people don't freaking know this by now. The NFTs are on ETH layer 2 chain via Immutable X. The NFTs live on with or without Veve, so do not let Bitforex issues concern anyone if you're reading this regarding Veve. Again, I really don't know. Like, pay attention to the people that are fudding, pay attention to the people that are straight up lying, and pay attention to the people that are selling. Like, remember when Recur had gone on and said, "Yeah, I'm," or the people that supported Recur when I immediately said in early 2022 I had my suspicions about him, and then in May of 2022 I said, "Listen, I just went to VCon and Gary V. Y'all are making like, oh, Gary V. invested in Recur, it's going to the moon. Winklevoss twins invested in Recur, it's going to the moon." When I went to VCon in 2022, Gary V did not mention Recur once. I saw every one of his talks that day. I saw talks from people that were not Gary V. I conversed with a lot of people. Absolutely nobody was mentioning Recur. Why? He was focused on VFriends. And I knew from then on, like, okay, the reasons why some of these people are investing in Recur, why they're buying the Recur NFTs, it's not the best reason. If you happen to really like some of the stuff that they're doing, yeah, they have cool licenses. They have Hello Kitty, they have Care Bears, they have Nickelodeon, they have good IP. Maybe they could do something with that. But it's not like they were going and minting these high-end 3D digital collectibles like Veve. Veve has spoiled us. Every other company that's making these 2D JPEGs is like, this is not it. Like there's some hype here, but the fundamentals down below are just not there. I said a MetaZoo, said that with going on Recur, and then literally like a month later, a month after that, in like June, they came out with this disgusting version of what Hey Arnold and Rugrats NFTs were, where Tommy didn't have a screwdriver, he had like a chili dog. Harold had like an apple. You never saw him. They misspelled all these names. Like they decided to just assault our childhood by misspelling everything and putting them in different clothes that they never wore. I was like, how do you go and destroy a childhood like that? It's clear you don't care about the IP. It's clear you don't care about the lore, and it's clear that you don't care about people that care about that type of stuff. So again, either the people that were purporting and supporting Recur, there's like they just look past that for their own bags, or they're being paid by someone to look past that. Either way, it's a bad look. They either didn't know what they were talking about, or they knew what they were talking about, and they were purposely lying for their own bags. I saw it happen with Recur. I see it happen now. The people that are funding Veve, and people saying, "Oh, I'm selling my OMI." You also tell your OMI. That's stupid. Like, and this is not financial advice, but look at the amount of people that are going on and doing that, and look at the quality of people that are going around doing that. I've seen some people say today that, "Oh, I'm selling my OMI. I sold this. I lost faith." And I saw that same person like 2 years ago, 3 years ago in a bull market say like, "I'm making so much money trading. Join my Telegram group because I'm trading and I'm winning." Meanwhile, everybody's winning in a bull market, and that person has stopped putting out their trades like 18 months ago. So again, pay attention to who's pay attention to who's fighting, pay attention to who's lying, and doing all that, and also pay attention to the people that are backing good projects and have never wavered. Just throwing that out there. Really patting myself on the back on that one. I know. Yep, they will only be able to go and buy and swap 1% on a DEX, but that's it. And whoever would try to do that goes to prison in that scenario. What do we got here? Magic Wizard says, does anyone have their OMI wallet address from Bitforex to see it's still there? Or is there a way I can find my OMI wallet? If I know the wallet address, I can send USDT on Bitforex to swap OMI. Dr. Profit goes and posts that address saying all tokens are still here. So he's on top of it. Dr. Profit says, two things. What will happen if you send a part of those OMI tokens to an exchange? A, they won't be credited as they are blacklisted, or B, the police show up. The criminals won't be able to do anything with those stolen tokens. Straight from Dr. Profit, who is probably one of the leading authorities on this type of thing. Again, it doesn't have to be a hack. It doesn't have to be these things that people are making it out to. It could just be insolvency issues. It could just be an inside job where some of the management or some of the former team is going and trying to do this. It doesn't have to be this crazy malicious thing. It might be, but who knows? Oh, I do know. All right, hang on. I have to go and message someone back real quick. Kate. Oh, fuck. I can't find the message. Hang on. Hey, friend. No. Oh, never mind. It's not that. I thought I had something. And the other news. I can't go over that. Savid says, what should I make my 120th set? I said you should make it the gold and silver Veve logo. And that should be, that should be about it. Yeah, I'll go and get to the comments right now. See where we're at here. Oh, there's a lot of comments. I will go over every single comment. I'm just 32 minutes behind as of right now. If you want me to get your comment first, it doesn't have to be big. You just give me a $2 super chat. I'll go on and read that comment first. I'll skip everything. That's just what I do. Energy, give me that peace sign. What up? Wes says, why hasn't OMI issued a statement about what's going on with Bitforex? They did yesterday. They did more than 24 hours ago. I'll read it. Hang on. All right, so Wes, let me go over this here. So all you have to do is search a OMI over on the Twitter, and where the heck is there? All right, hang on here. If you search a OMI and you scroll down, all you have to do is search a OMI and scroll down literally one post. And yesterday they say, we've been made aware of reports from users that they are unable to access the Bitforex exchange. According to the exchange, they are currently undergoing unscheduled maintenance. We have reached out to the exchange directly and will update the community when further information becomes available. Thank you for your understanding. That was at 1:02 p.m. yesterday, so that is +8. That's 32 hours and 32 minutes ago. So, yeah, thank you, Aaron, saying the have list. First last says Cody pumping first layer 2 on ETH privacy coin. All right, first last, let's take a look at this Cody COTI. So that's Charlie Oscar Tango India. It's up about 60% today. Let's see when it came out on June of 2019. It had reached a high. When it came out in June of 2019, it was like 0.08. So it was about 8 cents. It had reached a high in 2021, about 58 cents. So figure that's what, about 7x from there. And then it had gone down to like 3.9 cents, under 4 cents. And now over in the last 24 hours, it's up to like 22 cents. So that's interesting, up to 22 cents. It still has to do with 3x to get all-time high. I don't know what they do. They do have a lot of volume. They have 400 million in volume. They're number 197, so they're ahead of a Comey on the list. But hey, saying the cat is going to funk all over Bitforex. Let's take a look at the cat here. The cat is up about 4.5% on the day. The cat usually has about the market cap is just under a million, so we have that, and then it's it's up about 4.5% on the day. There's not a ton of volume. There used to be a little bit more. It's got a nice green day though, and I just wish there was a little more volume. It's kind of traded like a penny stock right now. I have the cat. I've never sold the cat. I likely won't sell any of the cat for a little while. The first comic we released for free, I worked on, and the second comic is going to be up probably next month. I see you there, Megan. 500 for Choppy to shave his beard. I won't charge that much. If y'all collectively go and put in, we'll talk about the price for the hat. Like if again, I've gone on and sold shirts off of my back for $50. I don't know about the hat. I've had for a long time. But yeah, if y'all want me to go and shave the beard, I won't charge that. If y'all do $350 in super chats tonight, I will shave the beard for that. Cat is going to funk all over Bitforex. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We do have a lot of. We happen to have a lot of other things that are coming. It's not just the comic. A bunch of NFTs, a bunch of utility for the token. Will that get people to go and pay attention just because we have the utility? I don't know, but we will see. Oh yeah, Justin Hill says can't catch a break with OMI. Listen, it's how you look at it. Do you look at it as like, oh come on, OMI, go up? And OMI's not going up. You know, it's down from 0012 or whatever it was at 11 to 0008. How do you look at it? It's like, oh man, I wish it could go up. Like would you sell at 0012? Would you sell at 002? Or now it's back in 000, so you're going to buy more. Don't look at it as like, oh man, when are we going to officially moon? Look at it as like, okay, thankfully, I'm looking at it as like, thank God it's back in the 000s. I can buy more. I did buy more. What do you think is going to happen in like 3 weeks when I get that big payday? I'm going to send it. I'm going to buy more. That's what I'm doing. Moving on here. Oh, it's a good drink. Can you review the OMI burn mechanisms again? We need burns, bro. Yeah, so there's a couple. I don't know which one we get first. It's either going to be OMI to bronze ticket or OMI to NFT. The OMI to bronze ticket is what's really going to burn the OMI. So I'll explain the OMI to NFT at first. The OMI to NFT, you're going to have, well, how do we do that, Chavez? If we have OMI and somebody else has like, you know, they get gems or they get NFT, you know, whatever, what is there going to be an additional fee? And probably, you know, how does that burn OMI? You know, if we burn the OMI, then the other person doesn't get gems, they don't get OMI. How's that going to work? Well, most likely with OMI to NFT, there's likely going to be an additional fee, probably for the buyer, because I can't see them putting more fees on the seller. It's 2.5% for everything on the app, and some things on the app have an 8.5% fee for selling. So I cannot picture Veve putting more fees on the seller. It would likely, if they do fees, it's likely going to be put on the buyer. And those fees, what's going to happen? Well, those fees are either going to burn. I mean, some of the fees are going to have to go to the third party that's going to handle this transaction. So let's say if you have 5% fees on the buyer, okay, let's say 2.5% go to the third party, and then 2.5 go to just, they're either going to burn or it's going to go to the gem liquidity pool. And then it's likely going to go to the gem liquidity pool because you really, really want that to go and build up. And if that fee goes to the gem liquidity pool, then people could straight up use their OMI to buy those gems if somebody doesn't list in gems. Some people might list in OMI, some people might list in gems. Either way, that will eventually burn a little bit of OMI. But that's just the fees, and that's just going to be a very small percentage of the fees. So it's likely not going to be a lot. The real catalyst with OMI to NFT, if it doesn't burn, it's just going to be that use case for OMI. It's going to be that utility, and that's going to be a big utility. But the OMI to bronze ticket is really what we're looking at here, because OMI to bronze ticket, that is straight burn. Once you run out of MCP points and you want to go and buy accessories, OMI to bronze ticket, because you need those bronze tickets to redeem those MCP points. If you run out of MCP points and you need to go and be be part of a drop, and the drop is going to be, let's say, 30,000 MCP points. You're going to take your OMI, and you're going to buy those bronze tickets, redeem those bronze tickets for MCP points, and then you're going to be able to bid those on the drop. So there's going to be, and not including stuff in the Veveverse, there's going to be a lot of things in the Veveverse that are going to need OMI as well. So that's going to be a very, very big catalyst, and all of that is straight burn to OMI. So that's something that we should really be paying attention to, and that's the only two that's going to burn right now. With that OMI to gem, that will also straight burn OMI. But that gem liquidity pool has to keep constantly being refilled. Now, Veve has already said they're going to donate 1 million gems into that gem liquidity pool. And as soon as that gem liquidity pool is open, they will burn 5.5 billion OMI from the business development wallet. They have about 30-ish billion in there right now. You're going to have 25, 26 billion after that. That, in conjunction with the 22 billion burn that we might see from Bitforex, we could have a very good year for OMI burn. Gabriel Druin says, do you think we reach 00055 again? I hope so. Oh, I hope so. Will we? Probably not. God, but I hope so. I mean, if we go and we take a look at what OMI has here, let's take a look at OMI. We're up to 8.4. No, go down, OMI. I think we're at like 8. Yeah, we were at like 8. We were at 00080. I could have got more out there, but I didn't. It's fine. Right, 8.4. We have like 800,000 in volume, like half of what we had a few days ago. It's really a liquidity issue. Europeans can trade all they want. They can trade on a bunch of exchanges. We have Uniswap and not OKX. We got Uniswap and Coinbase Wallet. Even the next exchange that we're likely to get, BitGet, does nothing for Americans. I'm going to let you guys know now. The team knows. Like they know there's liquidity issues for the token. I guarantee you they have it up their sleeves. They'll probably start with BitGet, and again, Bybit, and then MEXC is likely going to come after that, just because that's the pattern of what I've seen. They could renegade list, or Veve and Comey could have contracts with them. I don't know, but that's just the pattern I've seen. We were saying, I think that new exchange listing pumped OMI for Allele. Now we're retracing. Oh, for all. Now we're retracing. The retrace was happening already. We were down to like 001. We're actually down to like 000, like 99. And then Bitforex was down. It's been down for like 40 hours, or longer. So it's because people are panic selling, because people are seeing these unsuccessful YouTubers, these unsuccessful traders. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm selling now before it goes lower, and they're going to sell near the bottom. How many people sold at 00055? A bunch of people. I know, because I bought those sell orders. I bought those sell orders at 00055. So people are only thinking short term. They're thinking, oh my God, I should sell now before it goes down even lower. Not thinking like, hey, this is a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. So yeah, weird times. First, last thing, if Bitforex goes under and these coins are lost, they're not burnt, just like Satoshi's wallet, just because they might never move again. It's going to still consider in circulation. Yeah, you should really consider those locked up, or essentially soft burn, because they're not going to see the light of day for a while. And again, if people don't have access to that, what are they gonna do? Like, if it's not in circulation, it's easier to squeeze the coin because there's less tokens that are going to be available for trade. So I understand what you're saying, and you are correct technically, but if they're not going to be traded, they're not in circulation. Like, they're technically in circulation, but they're locked up. That, consider them staked. Which sucks because we all know Satoshi's wallet will never move, and not counting those others that are lost and gone forever. Yeah, that's true. And And again, some people will just look at the circulating supply and be like, okay, there's this many left. But people that look into the project and look into the wallets, okay, how many of these are locked up? And then they'll know, oh, these haven't moved for a long time. And then they look into it. Oh, that's because these are in the tokens from this particular wallet. Yeah. Again, there's a couple people I was like, oh yeah, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. No, that is an inaccurate statement. The more accurate statement is the people that were fiscally responsible enough to self-custody their crypto, and the ones that are patient, and the ones that are buying and they're greedy when others are fearful and they're panic selling. Those are the ones that get rich. And the people that get scared too easily and they sell their stuff amongst they're like deer in headlights. They run at the slightest sound. Those are the ones that are losing. The ones that are reacting with emotion are the ones that are losing. The ones that are acting with logic are the ones that are winning. Those are the real winners. It just happens to be that most of the people that are acting with logic and not reacting with emotion, those are the people that are ones that are winning. Those are the ones that are pack their bags at triple zeros. And I'm telling you right now, y'all have 3 weeks. Y'all have 3 weeks before this sends out of the triple zeros forever. I'm straight up telling you right now, screenshot this, screen cap this, screen record this. Y'all have 3 weeks before we're out of the triple zeros forever. Sipping my tea. Who says now it's just maintenance. Bitforex will be up and running in no time. It's possible that happens. First last says we hope so. Boss says not typical maintenance. Otherwise they would announce before, like the security breach or a rug. Most likely breach though. We'll see in the next couple days or day or so, whatever. We got Patsy Weber. I called you, Patsy Weber. You didn't answer. I'm offended. No, not right. I know you're busy. Missed you today. Had a family event. Am I the only one using a Comey secure wallet? You are not. And they just had an update recently, so go check that out. Had 4 million on Bitforex. Oh, I never had a chance to send a Veve wallet. Oh, I guess time to buy. Yeah, all right. You could use a ledger. That's fine. Patsy Weber, use Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet is easier, but again, if you want to go and do that, yeah. I was gonna call you today. I did call you today. Get as much as you can. You have 2 to 3 weeks to get as much as you can. You're my friend. We've hung out multiple times. I was there when you bought that secret alligator Loki. Go in and get as much as you can. Right. This is to Patsy Weber's, not to anyone else. I don't care. Sell your car. Get whatever money you can and buy as much as you can within the next 2 to 3 weeks, because it is the last time, Patsy Weber, that you will ever see triple zeros. I guarantee it. Y'all have 14 to 19 days, Patsy Weber. Let's say 17 to 19 days, and then it'll never see triple zeros again. Patsy Weber, that message is to you. I love you. Call me back soon. Not right now because I'm streaming, obviously. Now where was I? Yep. There's never heard of an exchange stopping cold turkey for maintenance. No, that's happened before. Normally, the exchange tells you, like, oh, hey, we have maintenance, and technically, Bitforex did. They said, oh yeah, we have maintenance issues, unplanned maintenance. And is that true? Probably not. There's probably something that they're fighting off, but they did say it. They did say it like that. Omar says, hi fam, what's going on, Omar? First last says unscheduled maintenance in the IT world is spitball talk for, oh crap. Fair point. All right, so we got $20 out of the $350 I would need to shave my beard. Y'all want to send that? First last is what's already. Anyone remember those old school Bud Light commercials? Like, it was like these 4 guys. I'm like, what? And I remember one at the Super Bowl. There was a little like golden retriever running in the meadow, and this like flying saucer UFO comes down and abducts the dog. I was like, oh my god, they better not hurt this dog. It's a Super Bowl commercial. And then the dog like unzips itself and turns out to be an alien, and the king alien from his throne just says, "What have you learned on Earth, young one?" And then the dog alien goes, "What's that?" That was like one of the greatest commercials from the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever that was. Oh, excited says, I feel like Bitforex is fine and just going through a maintenance with new features, but aren't sure when they'll finish. Same. I mean, we'll see. Herb ONV says, is Bitforex the Nesky? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I like I said, I feel bad. I hope that people, especially my friend Patsy Weber down there, gets their stuff back because that 4 million OMI is likely going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. Sends is important news. But again, I've told people and forever to never keep their stuff on exchanges. Crazy Dan 420 says the road to success is usually a rocky one. Keep your eyes on the prize. The future looks bright to me. Yeah. I feel really bad for people that are just they don't see the light. And again, I wish I could go and tell them. I remember. I don't know if I should say this. Um, I don't even remember the name of the drug. Forget. It's something that we used to give dogs that used to have ankylosing spondylitis, and it would help their spine. It would just help their spine. It would help the backs of dogs. Um, I took it, and it helped my back a lot when I was younger. Obviously, that has worsened a lot over the years because the military and other stuff. But I wish I could have gone to everyone that I knew when I was younger with back pain. Like, hey, you know any veterinarians? Have them give you this stuff, and it would have helped. Um, I wish I could go to all of my friends right now, and I do. Hey, buy this, buy this right now, and they just. Uh, I don't know if it's a lot of people are just very secure and timid, and they like, hey, this is not traditional finance. If I have a traditional finance question, I'll go to a banker, go to financial, even though I've been a financial advisor for X amount of years. Um, it is it's just, and this is why fortune favors the bold. Because even if they say, yeah, I'll put a couple hundred in it, I'll put $1,000 in it. I got my boy. I won't say his name. He put maybe, I don't know. He's got like 10 million OMI. He's got a decent amount. It's okay. But if he really wanted to, he could get 50 million OMI. He can get 100 million OMI. He just like he's got a super diversified portfolio over on E-Trade. It's worth, I don't know, half a million. I was like, bro, you get the S&P 500, and I get it. You're in your 40s. You got a family. It's the smart thing to do to get 8 to 11% on your money each year. But to get OMI, and you're just gonna just wait like 12 to 18 months, and you'll like 100x your return if you get it right now. I keep calling him, and I keep saying like, and he does get more. He's gotten a little bit more recently, but it's only because I love my friend so much. So it's like, you guys got to get more of this. Um, I feel like Goku, when he, in the Buu saga, where he's like, or I think it's the Cell saga. I was like, I wanted to give Gohan, I wanted to give other people a chance at saving the world. I'm not going to be around forever. And it's like, I feel like him. Like, I want a bunch of my friends to have their finances set. I want them to have like to be good. There's only so much Chavez to go around, and I'm not going to be around forever. Um, Anywho, what man was saying, when I transferred my OMI to GoChain, it cost me 10 million to transfer. You mean from GoChain? Yeah, dude. It cost me a lot of OMI to go and transfer, put my GoChain OMI on Bitforex, and then to transfer out as ERC20 OMI. Yeah, it cost me a couple million. That was some bullshit. Nicholas Tower was saying, yo, what up, Nick? Roy Hanapi says, my money in Bitforex is really sad. Yeah, I'm hoping that goes, and you get that back. But yeah, we'll see. Yes, I was frozen for a little. White Rabbit, what's going on? Yeah. Coinbase wallet swap has high gas fees. It's got like $25 for gas fees, for swapping fees, but that's the same whether you do $100 or like $2,000. If that's the only way you have, just do it. It's a lot easier than going on Bitforex, and it's a lot safer than Bitforex. Clearly, I haven't used Bitforex in like a year, but Coinbase Wallet, use it all the time. Use it every month, and Some gas fees aren't worth it. Where else could you go? Uniswap, sure. If you want to do Uniswap, you can, but Coinbase Wallet is just easy or easier for me. And I get it has high gas fees, but that's the cost of doing business. That picture that as like the tax man taking his fair share. Either you pay the high gas fees and then just eat those costs, or you don't get OMI and you miss out on these 50 to 100x gains. That is whatever y'all want to do. I'm going to eat the cost, and then I'm going to get these 50 to 100x gains. First Last says, worth it or not, I'd rather get used to some high gas fees to get in. Agreed. Not going to matter when OMI booms, gas fees. Yeah, agreed. You could have, if we only had one exchange in America that ate, not $25 in gas fees. It could eat 10% of the gas fees. It could eat 10% of whatever I put in. Oh, you put in $2,000? Guess what? You're paying $200. That's the only way I'm doing it, and then I'm still doing it that way. A lot of people only have 1 to 3 million OMI on Bitforex, and it wasn't worth the fee to send to a private wallet. Well, they got hacked. So, Forrest says the reasoning behind keeping on exchanges is dodging gas fees. Well, I get it. You don't want to pay that, but look what happened. I bet people are going to pay those gas fees now. They will. First Last says, unfortunately, the Forex situation is how they'll learn. Agreed. Booth says, let's say OMI pumps. How much in gas fees is moving 100K? Yeah, I get it. They're crazy. What other option do you have? There's no other. If there was a cheaper option, we would all be doing it. There's just not. And they have us by the cojones right now. That's fine. I'll pay those gas fees to make millions. Vidal says, I'll never keep anything on Bitforex after I buy. Yeah, no one should. First Last says, it's also crazy, this Bitforex situation. I mean, I have some coins on an exchange for sure. If I think a certain coin/token will be life-changing money in the future, I personally have it on a cold wallet. That's probably the best form of care that you can do. If you have it on a cold wallet, that's fine. All right, hang on here. Oh God. Dr. Stuff says this one's Dr. Stuff says this one is for Randy Chavez. Slowly climb my way up. I'm loving the MCP utility. Well done. He's level 69. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Nice. Sorry, I just said nice in a really, really autistic way. That is my bad. I haven't gone on and asked you guys this in a little while. So I'm going to say it right now. If y'all can smash that like button right there, that's a free way to help support the channel. Only 42 of y'all out of the 124 people that are here. Y'all need to, just smash that like button. J Dog says nice. Is it? You beat Randy the punch. He did. I'm streaming. What do you want me to do? See Omar. All right. So would you like to inform all OMI holders in Bitforex that their OMI has not been moved from Bitforex holding wallets and remains in Bitforex custody? Bitforex administrators also claim all assets are safe. That's what they claim. So yeah. Moving on here. Siskalicious87 says, is there a video I can watch to take my OMI off Bitforex? There is. It won't matter right now because everyone's blocked from using it. If they go and they say yes, you can. But if you have OMI on Bitforex, it's really just going and saying, taking a trust wallet or whatever address that you have, click receive, and then paste that in the Bitforex address when you go and send it. And then you'll probably have 2FA, two-factor authentication, where you have a cell phone and an email or a Google Authenticator. I think Foster Hill actually has a video on it. There's multiple people that have a video on how to buy OMI on Bitforex, and that should help. Oh, it's so good. Well, do you think MetaMask is a safe storage option at this time? It's safer than an exchange, but only if you don't use MetaMask for anything. And what I mean by that is MetaMask is used. Ow, my hip. MetaMask is used by people that go in and they have a lot of people go and they stake stuff on there. They have NFTs on there, and they go and they connect it to these exchanges, and they connect it to exchanges. Ooh, I put my mouth on them. No, I put my mouth on the. All right, hang on. I have to send this to a friend. Um, with all three of my friends, we drank from this cup. Okay. I accidentally put my mouth on the part that Nick put his mouth on. I feel gay. Oh, they're gonna make fun of me for that. Anyway, um, yeah. So people on MetaMask, they use that for other stuff, and it's more of like a hot wallet. If you go and you put your OMI on a MetaMask, do not go and use that MetaMask for anything else. Don't use it for staking. Don't use it for NFTs. Never click any suspicious links. I don't care where you get it from. Don't click links at all. I feel like Gandalf telling Merry Pippin. He's like, oh, no mention. You know where they're at the steward of Gondor. And it's like, oh, no mention of his son Boromir. No mention of his son Faramir. In fact, it's better if you just don't talk at all. Like, just don't click any links at all. That's what I feel like right now. Gandalf. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, what's happening? Got 4 million on Bitforex. All right, MetaMoney. I'd say it's a coin flip. Either your stuff is secure and you'll get access to it in a couple of days, or you won't, and something bad is happening, and you might get access to some of it at a later date, or it's gone forever. I don't know yet. We don't know. We're curiously awaiting this. Agar says, I'm not too concerned, but the timing is very strange with OMI about to announce another exchange. It's a little weird, but I don't think it's too weird. It's just it just happened to go down. Stan says, MetaMoney, call Randy. He can have. I don't think anyone really has my number. And again, I can't really help. I feel like people is like, Randy, can you go and like call Bitforex? Like, guys, like Foster Hill would have a much easier time getting Bitforex to answer, because he's literally a community manager for Okomi, and I'm just a guy. I'm just like this like low level YouTuber. They're not going to answer my call. Do I have an account with them? Sure. Do I have like a couple? Do I have like a couple $100, maybe $1,000 worth of stuff on there? Sure, but I don't have like a ton of stuff on there. I'm not a high priority client. I'm not a high priority person to them. They would like never, unless if I try to abuse one of my relationships and be like, okay, yeah, make these people talk, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. ASAP. Looking now. Blackbeetle says, relax if you have OMI on there. Even if it was a hack, they would not likely touch OMI. They'll go for blue chip. Well, yeah, that's true. The majority of Bitforex's holdings, though, is actually in OMI. So just throwing that out there. Samu98 says, is there someone who we can report the issue to? I mean, you could technically still raise a ticket with Bitforex, but it's not going to matter. There's thousands of tickets likely. For a lot of OMI on Bitcoin. Oh, Samu98. Why, bro? Why? And again, I know a lot of people here are new, and I do feel bad, but I should say in every single video as soon as we start, hey everyone, how's it going? It's either real Randy Chavez. Do not keep your stuff on an exchange. If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I feel like I should start doing that now, because how many times? Again, I've been saying this for years, to never keep your stuff on exchanges, and again, it's just a lesson that people will learn, and they'll never do it again. It's bad times. Sandbox says, Bitforex has an option to put your OMI in their wallet. Is the Bitforex wallet the same like Coinbase wallet or not? I would never do that. I don't know, but that just no, I would never do that. I would never put any of my crypto in somebody else's wallet unless like they were in escrow for something. If they're in escrow for something, not even the wallet works. Yeah, but not. And a loan to buy more OMI? Not exactly. It's more of a. I mean, I guess partially. It's kind of a. It's like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure a business deal like this has ever really gone down. Maybe I can explain it one day. I'll keep you all posted. But I will get likely, if everything goes according to plan, I'll, I have 182 million now. I'll blow past 200 million. If I can get 2.25, that'd be perfect. But we'll see what I can get. The lower the OMI goes, the better for me. And like I said, I'll send it. If we go to like 0055, like our last support line, guys, I will double it myself. Maybe not that much, but you'll see. I'll tell y'all. Buddy, saying if the cat and Dashi had a love child, you should name it Randivus. Yeah, that'd be great. Shout out to the cat community. We're a great community. I love them. Manuel Garcia says, got selected today, bid 25,000 MCP points, got played number 57. A buddy of mine got number 77. And he only bid like 6,500 MCP points. He obviously didn't get selected for MCP points. He just got selected in general, and he got the number 77. I'm very jealous of him. He's a cool dude. Oh, who do I have messaging me here? Ooh, I got someone messaging me a video. Oh God. Oh Lord. All right, hang on here. What is this? The toilet? I don't even know if I could play. What? What? Why is she sending me what, a picture of a toilet flushing, and it's not even flushing? Dude, my friends are weird, bro. My friends are straight up strange. Okay. Anyway, yeah, like I said, smash that like button. Free way to help support the channel. Not free ways of Patreon. Special super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Okay. Getting out of there. Getting out of there. There. X out of you. There's a lot of people. Okay. Steve Duarte says, just bought more OMI. You get that bread, Steven. You get that bread. You get that bread and eat it. Douglas for Life says, bid 10,000, got the collectible, and my MCP was taken from. Well, that is impossible. That's because Dr. Stuff bid 12,500, and he was not selected. So that's real. Are you sure the MCP was taken? Then this is a mistake then. So we have to, I'll bring that to the team, and I'll be like, hey, this happened. Nicholas Cater says, Bitforex still valid? I say, yes, it is. I don't know. Best case scenario, it is a maintenance issue, and it was a big maintenance issue if it is that. And then once they go back up online, they're going to have most of their crypto taken out. Like a lot of people will be like, at least the people that are paying attention every day and check their accounts, like they're freaking embezzlers, they're going to go and take their stuff out. And they might not have the liquidity to do so. Like the exchange might go down. They might not have the money to cover all of the crypto that's going to be taken out if they go back up online. So I don't know. If I had, like, say, like 100 million OMI on Bitforex, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to take a bunch of Ritalin or a bunch of Adderall, whatever you have, and take a bunch of caffeine. I'm going to stay up for 3 days. And if as soon as it goes back online, I want to go and take my stuff out, and I'm going to sleep for a week. Because everyone and their sister is going to go and take their stuff off. And again, they're likely going to have insolvency issues. I don't think they have enough to cover. I will definitely don't have enough to cover everything, but they're likely not going to have enough to cover even like 60%, 50%. I mean, it's going to be a big issue even if like half of the people go and take their stuff out. It's going to be a lot. So will they get fees from that? Sure, but that's going to be a lot. I don't know if anyone's really going to trust this again, the exchange. So we'll see. And some people just don't even know. Some people are just like, oh yeah, I got stuff on there, it'll be fine. They might not even know. And again, if you go and you look at Bitforex and you go and search them on Twitter or on X, like 60% of the people, more than half of the people posting about this are OMI holders. The OMI Akomi and Veve fam are top top tier in like everything they do. Again, I will say this again: the majority of people that are concerned about Bitforex are OMI holders. We're a very, very big fan. So will they lose more than half their OMI? Sure, because everyone will take it out. The other stuff, I don't know. We'll see. If you bid and were selected, the MCP ones are taken, right? Yes. I don't know if they're. I don't know in what time frame they're taken. I don't think they're taken right away. It might be several hours. Otherwise, this shouldn't be so hard to move OMI to the web wallet. It just unfortunate the web wallet is layer 2 and everything on exchanges is layer 1. So you'd have to bridge it, and in order to do the bridge, it takes some time and it takes some effort, and it's scary. They will, again, they hear us. They will go and they will have OMI to be able to buy on the Veve app at some point. I don't know when. I'm really hoping it's Q2, but we'll see. But you will be able to go and buy OMI on the Veve app at some point. You stay glasses, my guy. Can you tell me if low/mean mint numbers on Veve are still worth collecting? Yes, yes, they are, especially for popular characters or IP. Sub 100s and meme numbers like 420 or 666 or 777, 888, whatever, they definitely still have a premium. Yes, 100%. Alti says Bitforex got me upsetty spaghetti. Got a lot of people upsetty spaghetti. It's not just you, Halsey. A lot of people are upsetty spaghetti about it. Asian ban, yep, people are panic selling. People do be panic selling though. Dude, people are great making me memes. Stephen D says just picked up more OMI. If it keeps going lower, I'll keep stacking. Same, fam. Same, Stephen. We gonna get that bread. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Well, it says 100 million OMI between 200 accounts on the exchange isn't impossible and would go undetected. That's less than 1%. Like I said, 1% could go out on dexes, or yeah, and that would be like 200 million, give or take. Yeah, like 220 million. So it'd be about, I don't know, 100, like less than $200,000. So if it's less than $200,000, that's the only amount that could go in and be done with. That's not a ton. It's really not a ton. And that's fine. That we would eat that up fairly quickly. Crypto9 says, thank you for the constant reminders of getting crypto off exchanges. Moved a chunk of OMI off of Bitforex many months ago. Not sure what's going on in Bitforex, but I know I can sleep easy. Thank you. You are welcome, Crypto9. I am here to lend a hand. But saying the cat is going to funk all over Bitforex. Yeah, the cat is, oh God, why am I huge now? Yeah. The cat is going to go hard. Now, where was I? Old Dead Midget says, I have diamond hands, mainly because my assets are stuck in Bitforex. BJN1962 says, if Bitforex rugged, I doubt OMI is the main target when there is Bitcoin, ETH, and other more expensive coins to be had. Again, it's not that Bitforex is really rugging. It's like, again, it's insolvency issues, or it's something where there was a hack. And again, like if there was a hack, everything would have been gone in minutes. And again, you're right. They wouldn't go and say like, oh, let's get this OMI that's super illiquid. If there was a hack, they target Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, and it would be gone in minutes because that's super liquid. OMI, they would not go for that because what are they gonna do with that? What they're gonna use the $600,000 a day to go and dump? Like it's just not possible. And again, nothing from their hot wallet has really moved. And outside of that, now it's so known everywhere that they've thrown up those red flags. They've thrown up those beacons. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid, and no one's going to be able to move this stuff. If they tried, the exchanges are going to be able to track where that comes from. They already know what to look out for, and the people that are going to try it, if they're going to try it, if they're dumb enough to try it, are going to be in prison. And if people, I hope people are stupid enough to try to do that. So this way we know who did it, we get our funds, and those people rot in jail and probably get in jail. And yeah. Anyhow, Crypto Knight says, as a result of your constant reminders, I moved all my OMI off Bitforex several months ago. Not sure what's happened to Bitforex, but I know I can sleep at night. Yeah, dude, Crypto Knight, you're welcome, man. I live to serve. But thank you for the super chat saying the cat is going to funk all over Bitforex. The cat is doing well. It will continue to do well. I personally been obviously I'm invested in it. I've gone on and helped with the comic. I'll continue to help in any way I can. There's a lot more coming for the cat. Look at Kryptonite says thanks to thank you Kryptonite. I sleep easy tonight. And again, yes, 500. Wait, 350. 350. Did I say 350? Yeah, 350. 40 for him to roll in glitter. No. I will not roll in glitter. I hope they got that. I will not roll in glitter. That because anyone that's ever dated a stripper or was a stripper or both, if you go and you take a shower as a stripper and then you have glitter on you, the towel that you use is covered in glitter. So then when I go to take a shower and use that towel to dry off, I get covered in glitter. So no, I will never do anything with glitter ever again. But yeah, 350 for me to shave the beard. Wes says the cat has potential. Agree. Has a minute. But A says finger red #1. Finger red countdown lift off. Troy Paris, thank you for being a member. Says that song always makes me feel better. I don't know which song I was singing when you heard that, but I'm glad it does. Near one R says time to dollar cost average in. Goal is to get a bag of 60 million OMI. Get it, near one R. I believe in you. Better Money says it will go down. It has gone down a lot. I'll show you. If it's gone down. Comey has gone down almost 8% today, down to 0.0083. Can't believe it was down 0.000809. Oh, I wish I could have got there. But again, a lot of people just have a lot of these buy orders on there, and yeah, a lot of these buy orders. Yep, with the Veve fam when they get together. Let's scale out. And Buddy says, for anyone that wants to get funky with us, buy ETH, connect wallet to Uniswap, and swap ETH for the cat. Yeah, 100%. I now granted, I put in about 7,500 into the cat. It's worth about 1,000 now, but I'm still working on it. I will continue to work on it. It doesn't matter what people think in the next 4 to 6 months. I will send the cat to the moon myself after OMI moons. Chain holder #1 says, Randy, what's up, chain holder? What's your profile picture? Taking a selfie from really far away? Vidimon says, I remember when Bitmart got hacked, wallets were getting drained. Haven't seen that situation with Bitforex. I've read Bitforex OMI wallet has no recent transactions. Agreed, it does not have any recent transactions. But saying for anyone that wants to get funky with yes, of course, you connect the wallet, Uniswap, swap ETH to the cat. Agreed. The daily spaces for the cat on X and Telegram. You are right. There are daily spaces. Sometimes I miss those. Most times I miss those, but a lot of times I try to come in. ComC says, "Yo, Randy, good to submit your content for Yellow Energy." Got that Randy Chavez energy. But again, the cat daily party on there's a lot of stuff on Telegram Spaces. Missing the party, missing out. Potsy Weber, thanks for the super chat saying, missed you today, had a family event. Am I the only one using a Comey Secure wallet? You are not the only one that did just have an update. Had 4 million OMI on Bitforex, never had a chance to send a Veve wallet. Yes, definitely time to buy more. Potsy Weber, this is for you. Buy as much as you can. I repeat, take every single available ounce of capital and reallocate that to OMI. Now I'm going to assume that you misheard me or you are misinterpreting me. I did not say, yeah, use some capital and get a little bit more OMI. No, no, no. Use all of your available capital, Patsy Weber, every single last one of it, and put it into OMI. Now that's a message for Patsy Weber. I'm not a financial advisor. I mean, I am, but not to y'all. Um, I'm just telling Patsy Weber what I think he should do, and then what Dashi should do, and everyone else. Y'all, the rest of y'all, have to make the right decision for you. I don't know what the right decision for you is, but for Patsy Weber, that's what you should do. Yeah. Bogar saying, Randy, did you get them E2 skins today? No, I missed on the gold radioactive. I woke up, they were sold. What? Send me a link to that. It says, why 3 weeks until OMI is out of triple zeros? Because me and my friends will send it. We're sending it to the moon. But it says, we'll be curious to see where we are in 3 weeks, but we're still in triple. Wes, you literally said the other day something about OMI not reaching 1 penny this year. I offered to bet you $10,000. You didn't answer. Yeah, put your money where your mouth is, Wes, or we're never going to believe you. Like, put your money where your mouth is. If you really believe that OMI will not hit 1 cent this year, bet me $10,000. If you really believe that OMI will not be in the triple zeros in 3 weeks, bet me $10,000. Bet it. Until you go and you actually put your money where your mouth is, I'm not going to take any stock in what you say as far as that goes. Hey, man, says, I made a big mistake today, not using MCP points. That will not happen again. 1.5 million. Oh, yeah. If you have that many MCP points, send it. Yeah. Tommy Vesper saying, hopefully folks that have OMI on Bitforex get their OMI and invest in a Trezor wallet. In fact, start researching now so when Bitforex opens up again, you're ready to rock. Trust Wallet, Ledger, Trezor, take your pick. Jay says, at Potsuara, please don't listen to him. Well, he does because we're friends and we are, we're homies, and he knows that I know what I'm talking about. We each have our specialties. He's a hotshot lawyer, and I will go and listen to every single piece of legal advice that he has, and he's going to go and listen to every single bit of financial advice when it comes to this stuff that I have, because we both specialize in two different things, and we're friends, and we know and love and respect each other, and that's why he'll listen. Manuel Garcia says, "Nah, bro, don't sell your car, take a loan." He doesn't need to do that. He's got money. He doesn't need to do that. I'm just being facetious. Sell your car, do whatever. I'm gonna say it for the love of God. You get spare cash and go ahead. Well, he's got a lot of spare cash. Says, don't sell your car to buy OMI. Well, I'm telling him to. He's not going to because he doesn't need to because he has a lot of extra cash. But if he didn't, I'd tell him to do that. I was getting more until the end. You have a chance. Yeah, you got to take a chance. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop cork, finger snapping, spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good. Sidwack was saying, be right back, exchanging kidney for OMI. Godspeed, brother. Life is good, life is sweet. Get yourself the front row seat. Harlan Hoddle says, how does New York buy OMI now? The easiest way for me is to send some of my Ethereum to Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, to Coinbase Wallet. And once you send your Ethereum to Coinbase Wallet, all you have to do is hit swap. And then once you go and you swap, you choose Ethereum and you're swapping that for a Komi, and then it's done like that. You could use Uniswap as well, whichever you want. But that's how we in New York can go and get OMI. That's what it says. If for nothing else, this should up the stakes and push the team to get us on exchanges ASAP. Yes, I agree. Probably will. Because real Randy Chavez, as a financial advisor, are you a fiduciary? Oh, I mean, I do my fiduciary duty to everyone else. Well, to my clients and to the people that trust and believe in me and pay me for my services. Yes. Do I? Well, I do my fiduciary duty everywhere, but I don't. I really I don't go and give advice to random people on the street. I don't give advice to any of you guys here. I only give advice to people that are really clients of mine or friends of mine. Not that we're all not friends, but unless there's payment for services rendered, I'm not your financial advisor. And I don't give financial advice to those people. Booth says, I always look back and low-key laugh at my friend that put me onto OMI. He had about 1 million OMI at 007 for 10K and was bragging about it. Now 1 million OMI is dirt cheap. It'll be dirt cheap for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Ryan Sarden says, I hope people's wallets don't get drained. 22 billion burn after team implements should be no problem long term. Until team delivers on promises made, we may not leave triple zeros, especially in 3 weeks. Yes, we will. Even if me and my friends did not exist, we would leave that in the next 1 to 2 months because of what the utilities are going to come out. So, thanks for the stream. No problem, Ryan. Crypto Mobile says, hey, Randy, what makes you so confident in OMI over the next 2 or 3 weeks? Because me and my friends are going to go and send it. We're going to use a lot of money and we're going to send it. More towards the 3-week period, but I would say like 18 days, give or take. 14 to 19. I would say 16 to 19 days is when we'll send it. I'd love it if it happened beforehand. Will it? I don't know. But yeah. However, our volume is back to normal. Yeah, it's back to normal because Americans can't really buy it unless they do it on Coinbase Wallet or they do it over on Uniswap. Ooh, shared his post. Very nice. How much? Oh, sorry. Hang on here. I got a couple of notifications that I gotta go. Ooh. Yep. Comment on your. Yep. Ribbon Bossa. No, it's weird. All right. So people are so strange. Like, some people are just saying like, oh, a 45-year-old dating someone under a 25-year-old is creepy. Guys, I was 19 when I dated a 45-year-old. It was fine. We learned each other. We loved each other. We had this beautiful, like, people are so strange that they don't think two adults can consensually have a relationship. So weird. Pink Panther says, Randy, are you interested in a boxing match against other YouTuber? Could take on Bit. Oh yeah, I'll take on BitBoy easy. The champion. Yeah. Again, it's not really fair. BitBoy's a lot older than I am. BitBoy has been a lot. He's been a lot heavier. I apparently he did well in his fight the other night, whenever that was. But again, it's really not fair because I fought for years, so I do have that advantage. If it's for charity, I'd fight him. It's not like it's a real. I mean, I guess it might be real to him. Yeah, I have no problem doing that. I've literally been sitting on the couch for X amount of months, and I have no problem doing that. Especially if it's for charity. I'll do a lot of things for charity. Crazy Dan 420 says, my condolences to those worried about the Bitforex situation. I hope it works out for everyone affected. Agreed, Crazy Dan, and thank you for being a member. Actually, says, heck, you talking about? Pretty sure you don't even know how to live your own poop. I live fairly well, and I mean, again, I don't know if you're just not if you're foreign and you don't know proper sentence structure. I'm doing quite well though. But it says, could 22 billion be locked on Bitforex forever? It could, yes. Is that yeah, it very well could. We don't know. Mr. Flies is nice. Susan Curley says, boom shakalaka, Randy. Also, I was nearly bitten by a lady messing with my downstairs mix-up. And I'm no longer am a fan. Cheers to you all. All right. We know. We both know what we're talking about. Both. I think we both know what we're talking about. That was a good Key and Peele skit. Fun Under the Sun says, I just smashed the like button. Who's next? Support the fam. You got to support the fam. Thank you so much. Smash the like button. Steve O says, there's a guide on the OMI token portal site as well. I guess there's a guide to do that. Female says, never keep your crypto on an exchange. Coinbase is the safest. Well, I mean, a Trezor or a Ledger would be the safest. But as far as exchanges go, yeah, Coinbase is probably the safest exchange. But then there's MetaMask, and then there's Trust Wallet, and then there's a Trezor or a Ledger. But yeah, you should not keep your crypto on exchanges like ever. As well as, no matter how stupid I sound, I do think Bitforex will survive, and all our yeah. Again, the issue is just their liquidity issues, their insolvency, because once they go back up, if they go back up, everyone and their sister is just gonna. I'll let you know when it's back up. You can immediately withdraw, and hopefully you're able to withdraw so before everyone else. Does Tom says 70% of Bitforex assets in OMI. It's wild. Honestly, I had no idea until the OMI homies are crazy. We have a lot of stuff everywhere, and that was literally like Bitforex has made posts in the past saying like, you have OMI, you want to trade and buy OMI, go to Bitforex, because we had no other exchanges. The OMI homies have been consistently going and paying for Bitforex's bills by trading on there. And they won't soon because we'll have other exchanges. Me Jared says Bitforex shut down. Man, Cryptomania 2019 all over again. We don't. It shut down for now, like the last 40-ish hours. We don't know really what's happening. We'll see though. We'll see at some point. I love your profile pic. Life, hemp, love, hate, yeah, happy. Yeah. Take life and you add hemp and you multiply it by love and you minus the hate and you get happiness. Virus, is Veve web wallet secure? Yeah, I've really no issue going and having my OMI on the Veve wallet. I don't have a ton on there. I have enough to get the max staking points and a little bit more, but that's it. I don't have like a ton on there. It's just enough to get that. I feel very secure with it on there though. Never had an issue. But I'm also like safe with it. General practice, you should change your passwords on everything every month. Do I change my passwords on everything every month? No. Do I do my crypto? Yeah. Should I change it on like my Taco Bell app? And like sure. Do I? No. Me Jared says I can't believe how expensive the gold and silver vegetable VV logos have gotten. I haven't checked in a few months, like 5 to be. Yeah, people are well. So me Jared, the reason part of the reason why is because I had Pro the Doge, like the Slum Doge millionaire, the guy that had just the Dogecoin, became a millionaire off that. He was on the podcast like a month ago, and after the podcast, we talked for like another hour and a half, another 90 minutes, and he's like, "Hey, what stuff should I get on Veve?" And the main two things that we talked about were the partner statue and the gold and silver Veve logo. And I was a good enough salesman, and I sold him on it. I was like, "You need to get this," and he got one. He got one for like I don't know, $4,500. And then a week later, I was like, "Hey, tell Andre Jick to go get one too." And he listened, and Andre listened, and Andre Jick got one on Super Bowl Sunday. So within a week of each other, the Dogecoin millionaire and Andre Jick together, they have like 2.5 or 3 million, over 3 million followers across all socials. They got one, and people got FOMO. They started buying, and people started delisting, and it pumped to over 8 grand at one point. It's back down now to like 6,500, but people are going to pay tens of thousands of dollars for these one day, like 30, $50,000, etc. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. DJ says Veve logos, dang, auto. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant, bro. First appearance vegetable, VeggieTale. Excuse me. Which wallet do you use? Mostly trust wallets. Several different ones. I have a little bit in a couple of other things, but it's mostly trust wallets. But again, several different ones because I'm paranoid. The military made me very, very paranoid. Stevo239 saying, I think Foster's video showing how to bridge OMI and send to the Veve wallet should be massively tweeted and retweeted. We can learn and remember how to do it. Yeah, that should happen. We can make that happen. Jib Tree says, red flag for Bitforex. What was that? Okay, hang on. Oh, my back is destroyed. Forex was them getting rid of market orders and only having limit orders available. I mean, there's a lot of red flags that a lot of things have, and which ones do you pay attention to? Which ones do you not? I don't know. It's hard. Thought they weren't solvent for sure. They might be. We don't know. We won't know until they announce something, and that could be several days. It might not ever happen. We're not sure. Right now, no. Brendan Barr says, any update on Bitforex? Right now, no, there's not. Who says 123 watching? Well, 133 right now. Yeah, smash that like button. Pink Panther says, Randy, did you mention OMI listed on? Yes, I did. It is on Pondex. I mentioned that a little while ago, and yes, 2 days ago and yesterday, and I guess I'll mention it now. You can buy a Comey actually on Pondex. I haven't used it, but other people have, and they said it's fine. Temba says Bitforex CEO stepped down on 31 January 2024. Timing is pretty coincidental. It is. You think he stepped down just to backdoor it? I guess that's possible. You know, yeah, sure, anything's possible. Omi Homie says, Randy, let's go. What's up, Max and Jamie? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow to you, Omi Homies. I love you guys. Yeah. Terry Collins says, people are so happy to FUD Omi, but when Randy wants to make bets, they all quiet. Yeah. Because, again, most of the people that FUD or lie about this, they're unsuccessful. I have never had somebody more successful than me try to like talk down on me or look down on me or FUD me or lie about me. Maybe Richard Hart, but he didn't really know anything about me or the project I was in. But outside him, there's nobody that's really been more successful than me that has tried to do that. And the people that do FUD and do lie, whenever I bring it up, they just don't have enough money to do that because they're not as successful. When you Vault gonna fight? Probably never. I don't see him agreeing to any fight, organized or not organized. There's no. I mean, again, if you're someone that is young and single and are able to do it for charity because it's like a fake sparring match, that's one thing. If you're young, single, in shape, and you don't have to worry, that's fine. But Vault is much older. He has a kid, and just he's if he's smart, he's not going to risk getting hurt for something that's not going to benefit him. That's only going to benefit a charity. So likely never. Jason Zahn says, OS got to be the one of the most unlikely. Oh no, I know there's definitely a lot of other people that are more unlikable than Wes. I feel like people like Wes. Everyone no, I mean everyone's not going to like one person. You're always going to have people that it's like, you know. I just Randy's advice will get you wrecked. I mean, my advice for I don't know how many thousands of people, whether it be from the veterinary field, the military, the high risk lending, Pokemon, Earth 2, or other, namely being OMI, that I've helped and have helped make money. So that's a false statement. Vance Lakestrong says Vault wants to fight you. All right. No, he doesn't. I mean, maybe he might want to, but he never will, because I outweigh him by about I don't know, about 60 pounds. Yeah. All right. Go. All right. Yeah. Y'all want to fight? Okay. Send this to him. I outweigh you by about 60 pounds. I have a dozen years experience in this. I'm younger, stronger, and more experienced. There's no freaking way you're going to want to risk getting your entire body broken so that this way your life's going to suck and you'll be in a wheelchair. There's no way you're going to. Okay. I recognize my internet just went out, so I'm going to say that again. I'm younger, stronger, and more experienced than you. There is absolutely no way you are going to want to fight because you're going to risk getting hurt and you're not going to be able to support yourself or your kid. Like, there's just no way that's going to happen. Like, if you want to do it for charity, I would do a light sparring session, sure. But, send that to him. Send that last minute clip, send the last 30-second clip. There's no way that's going to happen. Anyway, XR Martin 99 says, heck, I had 6 million OMI on Bitforex wallet. What's the best wallet for OMI? I mean, the best would likely be a Trezor or a Ledger wallet. The second best would likely be a Trust wallet. Third best would likely be a MetaMask or MetaMask. Sorry. and the next one after that might be like a Coinbase wallet, but it really shouldn't be on any exchanges. Trezor or Ledger are probably the safest. Then I would go to a Trust wallet, and I have multiple of those, and then it would probably be a MetaMask. And outside of that, you have the Veve wallet, the Veve app, and then a Comey secure wallet, um, and then maybe a Coinbase wallet. But there's really there really shouldn't be on any exchanges. And I think the last few days have really taught us that. Again, Ben's like strong. Go and send him that last 30-second clip of what I just said. If he wants and he wants to do it for charity, I'm game. I'll do anything for charity. How tall are you? Like 5'9". I'm really short. I'm really, really short. Also, his social security number, 55 555 5555. Brandon Barr says, how much OMI did you have on Bitforex? Maybe a couple 100,000. It's not a lot. It's a negligible amount. Very, very, very little. JKRB says, thanks for being a member. Saying, soldier on, Randy. Hopefully Bitforex will get fixed. I agree. I hope it does. Yeah, so Marty, I thank you for the super chat. I hope that things get resolved, and it very well might. It might get resolved. Was Vol scared to fight Randy? He's too smart to ever fight Randy. I would say more too scared to ever fight me. But yeah, if there's anything for a charity event, I'll do it. I'll fight Josh Emmett for a charity event, and Josh Emmett will put me to sleep within a minute. I'll say this again. I will fight Josh Emmett for a charity event, full well knowing that Josh Emmett will either make me tap, knock me out, or just win the fight completely with me incapacitated within 1 minute. Because it's for charity. I'll do anything for charity. Boo says, Randy, you flex like Donkey. Well, I love Donkey Kong, so maybe that's why. He doesn't want to catch those hands. Yeah, no. Most people are untrained fighters, and most people will. It's strange how people go and they want to fight when they have no idea how to fight. Sivo says, are you expecting OMI to fall some more until Bitforce makes an announcement? I'm hoping that they do, but I did watch the whole video. It's an electric toy cover? I did, and I can't really see the cover. Cool, though. But yeah, so I'm hoping it does, but I don't know. I mean, with my the best outcome for me would be that it stays down here for like 18 or 19 days and even goes lower, because that way I could just buy more. Because like I said, I'm going to get a big payday in the next like 18 to 19 days, and I'm gonna use almost all of it to buy OMI, and the whales are gonna go and also buy a bunch of it. So that the best case scenario is it loses another. It goes down 0.0055 last support level, and if it does do that, I don't know. If it does do that, you just buy more. But most likely in the next week, I would say right before I get that payday, probably in the next like 14 days is when it goes back up, and then X amount of days later, like a week later, I'll get my stuff. So we'll see. And it would be yeah. Like I said, if y'all want, if he really wants to go and do it, I'll do it for charity. I'll do it where I don't make a cent. I'll do it where it all goes to Best Friends Animal Society, and he could pick, like, if he wins, it can go to the charity that he wants, but he's not going to win, so it doesn't matter to me what charity he wants. I never want to fight an MMA fighter. Well, I don't want to fight. I love Josh. Josh is coming on the podcast soon. And Josh would embarrass me. Josh would either make me tap, knock me out, or otherwise incapacitate me within 1 minute. But I'll do it for charity. If people want to see that and they want to donate a lot of money just to watch me get my ass beat, that's fine. He's not just like an amateur fighter that can take on 99%. No, he's a professional ass kicker UFC fighter that could take on 99.99999% of the world. Like almost everyone in the entire world he can take on. And I have no issue having him beat my ass for charity. because that does the world good, and that's a net positive. Steve says, I have funds waiting on the side, about to load some OMI, but I'm waiting to see what happens before buying. Waiting on the side, about to load an OMI. I bought a little bit today. I'm up to 182 million. Again, Steve-O, you have 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks before me and my friends send it. So whatever you do, and again, I'm not. Could something happen in 4 weeks that make us go down to quad zeros? Yeah, there's a greater than 0% chance that something happens in 4 weeks after I shoot my shot and I shoot my load into OMI. That takes us down to quad zeros. We could have World War III. We could have alien invasion. We could have a solar flare. Sure, but most likely, probably have 3 weeks. Says Randy, I know Veve got a small pump recently, but is mostly cooled. When do you think Veve starts to really get going, and what will be the catalyst? Probably mid to late Q2. I mean, I'll say that. Well, we're talking about Veve and not OMI. On March 14th or March 15th, Veve will have a panel with Marvel at South by Southwest. And I'll give you the date right now. It's going to be March 14th that Veve has that panel. And I don't know what's going to be said in that panel, but I guarantee you it's going to be something big. And on top of that, Sanjay has said that in March, there's going to be a major announcement. Mr. MC1 going to say there's going to be a major announcement in March that he had to sign an NDA for, that whatever he looked at, he said it was beautiful, and he cried, caused him to cry tears of wow. In order to do something like that, it must have been exceedingly beautiful. So I think for Veve, that's going to be announced, and that might be the Marvel announcement. I don't know. And then you have Veveverse. They could at any time, likely it's going to be several months from now in Q3 or Q4, or maybe even next year, where Veve says that they're interoperable with Disney's metaverse with Epic. Because even if they announce it soon, we likely won't see that for 8 to 12 months, if not longer, because it takes a really long time to build a metaverse. There's going to be a very, very big, that's going to be a big catalyst. But again, that could be over a year from now. But likely what you'll see with Veve is you're going to have OMI to bronze tickets, which is going to be in April, and then OMI to NFT. OMI to NFT could be in March, or OMI to NFT could be in June. But either way, whenever we get OMI to NFT, a lot of the Veve stuff is going to go up because people are going to go and use their OMI that they've never had before. They've never had a use case for it, and they're going to use it to buy these Veve NFTs, and they're going to pump. Even if people go and they bought OMI at like 005 or 002, they'll use that OMI to spend it on these NFTs because that's what they'll do. It's found money. They never had a use for it before. Now they can use it for whatever they want, and they're going to use it to buy things that are a guaranteed up, or what they believe is a guaranteed up. I believe it too, but it's just our belief. It's not fact yet until it does go up, which it most likely will. And then, like I said, OMI to bronze, OMI to NFT. As OMI goes up and we're able to use that OMI, more and more people will be willing to spend that OMI over on the app. I'm done with my drink. Okay, I can see Coinbase listing OMI in 2024 because their partnerships with Disney and Marvel, USPS, Universal is a safe listing for Coinbase. Agreed. I don't know if a Comey would want to list on Coinbase until the lawsuit is over. When Coinbase wins that lawsuit against the SEC, then yes, then a Comey will likely list on Coinbase. Until that happens, and that could be several months or even a year from now, probably not. Will we get other stuff at some point? Sure. But until they do that with Coinbase, we'll see. Pence like someone says Randy's Johnson pitch. I mean, he could make me. He could make me his bitch. He's strong enough and fierce enough to do whatever he wants. But I will tell him though, but again, it's stupid because he's we're friends and I love him and I assume he has strong feelings towards me, and he's coming on the podcast. I would only fight him for charity, and again, I would fight him for charity, knowing that I would fold within a minute. He would make me pass out, knock me out, make me tap out, incapacitate me. He would do it within a minute because he's just one. He's a beast, man. Sid Wax saying, "Watch Vault come out like a pumped up Rick Sanchez after hitting the weights." Not happening. If he's not a little muscular, like what is he like 45? If he's not a little bit muscular by the time that's his age, he's not getting muscular. Maybe if he takes some steroids and maybe if he eats like 4,000 calories a day, he can gain a little bit of muscle. But what are you going to do? Throw in 15 years of boxing experience behind that? No, you're not going to do that. Yeah, I might have been on the couch the last 6 months. I didn't forget how to fight. Like I didn't forget how to go and throw a right hook or a left straight or a liver shot, body shot, and tap him on the chin. Like I didn't forget how to do that. There is zero chance that he has any of him winning a fight with me. It doesn't matter what type of fight it is. It doesn't matter. Well, it says alien invasion. I mean, that's one of the ways that we could go and loot and gain another zero. I mean, I'm sure there's aliens out there. I'm sure that if aliens go and invade, OMI would go down. OMI would go way down. So it says, I was joking. He was not. Let me spit back. Yeah, yeah. He would fold very quickly. I would say within 30 seconds. I would have so much. The only reason it wouldn't last 30 seconds if I would drop my hands and be like, "Come at me, free punches," and then he goes and punches me X amount of times, and I wait until he's winded, and then I turn it on, and then just I would say 1 to 3 punches, and it'd be over. 1 to 3 punches, and he might not even be that hurt. It's just the anywhere punches that I would throw on him would be enough for him to not get up and be enough for him to stay on the floor forever. So yeah, moving on here. We have a couple of other bits of news to go over. Let's go over the rest of the market here. We have Bitcoin that is at a up 1.5% on the day, Ethereum up 3.2%, BNB up 0.5%, Solana up 2.8, XRP at 1.4, Lido staked up 3.2%, Cardano up 3.3%, and Avalanche. So it's a really, really high market day. It's really a good day for the market. Unfortunately, OMI is down 8.6% just because of Bitforex again. The thesis of the company has not changed. And when you go and you talk about the fundamentals of the company, that hasn't changed at all. So yeah, I would say there's not a lot of good reason for us to really be down. It's just people's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and other people spreading that FUD over on Twitter. It says, "Remind me of Butterbean versus." Oh God! All right, I might be overweight. I'm not obese, even though Butterbean was like one of the hardest punchers ever. Like he was never champion, but he had so much weight behind that punch. And yeah, dude, Johnny Knoxville took that beating like champion though. Johnny Knoxville, like he he didn't have to get up. He much respect to John. I'm not gonna lie, I respect at least a little bit anyone who gets into that ring because when you step into that ring, you have the chance of getting seriously hurt. So anyone that steps into that ring and goes to fight anyone else, you have at least a little bit of my respect, and even more if you're just a good, humble, solid dude or chick, whoever. But yeah, he gave Johnny a free shot. Yeah, he did. Um, he did give Johnny a free shot. Yeah, that would it'd be like the brown butter bean. I love you guys. All right, so let's go over some of the Veve stuff here. We haven't taken a look at the Veve map all stream all day. It's been almost 2 hours here. Let's go over a couple of things. Let's go over what I have in my vault. What do I have in my vault? Well, it's not saying because my sets. Okay, there we go. The sets are finally uploading. See what Superman's doing. Superman over here is, and be advised that the Superman number 41, the first publicly available mint for Superman, it got an offer for $10,000, and the guy hasn't sold yet, but he got that offer. I told him to take it and use that for OMI. But you can get a sub 100 Superman for 2,200, 2,400, 2,600. Is that worth it? Maybe. If there was only one of them, I would say yes. But maybe. And then outside of that, let's go to the Frozen. Frozen has a first appearance Anna. First appearance Anna is 137 gems. And first appearance Anna that has that is the cheapest sub 100 is me at 350 gems. After that, it's number 66 for 666. So the cheapest sub 100 is me for less than 3x the price. That's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. Then you have Olaf, that's the ultra rare, and Olaf has never, ever been below retail. Olaf is actually 50% above retail. Originally, you can get him for 40. Now he's 61. Unfortunately, the sub 100s for him are going to be a little bit out of reach for people. I would say about 240 would be a good range, but the cheapest is 910. I don't think that's a good deal. And then have Elsa, the rare, who's at $32 for the floor. Sub 100, I would say for rare, maybe like 150. Oh, you could actually get a sub 100 Elsa for 119. So it's really not a bad deal. If you wanted to get that, like yeah, if you have the gems, sure, it's fine. Moving on to Lion King a little bit here. Lion King will start with Scar, who's a secret rare. Lion King for the Scar, he's $100, so he usually does trail a bit behind Anna. They have the same amount of mint numbers, but he's just apparently not as popular. Again, $100 for the floor. I would say about 250, 300 for sub 100. Oh, I'm not. So you have number 80 and number 51 for 275, which is not bad. Like that's fair. But when you have number 46 for 300, that is a very good deal. And that's mine. So that's do you get number 51 or 80 for 275, which again is a fair deal, or do you pay that extra $25 and you go and get a sub 50? Not even a hard call. I'd pay that extra $25 and get that for 300. That's pretty good deal. And you have Simba. Simba will. Yeah, we'll go with Simba next. Who's at almost at retail is at $38 over for his floor. And then if you go to the sub 100s, number 83 for 600. I really would not get that. That's probably not something that I would get. If you told me, hey, what do you think about this? I would say not yet. Then Rafiki, who's $18, he's really, really low for the ultra rare. If you go and take a look at the sub 100s, you can get number 92 for 69. I would comment nice down below for 69. But that's about it. I guess the number 74 for 88 is also not bad. Really not bad. But his first appearance, there's not a ton of him. There's 1994 because he was the year that came out was 1994. Pink Panther says Pondex has revenue sharing with their token holders. Uniswap had to follow suit. That's why it went up today. Oh, very nice. All right, good for Pondex. That might be something there. They have revenue sharing with their holders. Like I said, might be good. Oh, did you know that if you had Blade, it would be right next to okay, who's that? Hawkeye and Black Widow. Apparently, Blade is an Avenger, so that's exciting. That's interesting. But just if you knew that, if you don't, now you do. Next thing I'm going to go over is going to be Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is one of my favorites on the app. I have the number 43 set of him, the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The rare Luke Skywalker is about retail at $59, so it's pretty low compared to what the ultra rare Vader is and everything that. The cheapest sub 100 is number 90 at $399. That's okay. There's not a ton of those out there. There's only 59, so if you want to get it, sure. You can't see the cover on the toilet seat. Oh, I can now. Was blurry. Okay. Then the ultra rare Luke Skywalker. I think the floor is like 200. It's 215 for the floor of a Luke Skywalker, and there's two of them at 215. I would say 850 would be a good sub 100. The cheapest is mine at number 59 for 900, and that's fair. At that point, at $900, you could probably use that for a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, for an ultra rare Luke Skywalker, that's fair. I just think that for 900, you could use that towards OMI and get a million OMI. That might be the better thing. Not financial advice. Again, I'm talking against my own bags there because I have that for sale. Secret Rare Luke Skywalker is $1,100 for the floor. It's on my way to fill your bags. Who's selling it? And then the cheapest sub 100 is number 72 at 2,300. You can get a sub 50, number 43 from me at 9,100, but that is a lot. At that point, just get a bunch of OMI, get a gold and silver Veve logo, etc. But since we're on Star Wars, let's do Vader here because Vader is obviously bagels AF. We'll go and start simple. We'll start with the common Vader. Common Vader is probably what, 37.95, so $38. I would say the sub 100 Vader should. I was gonna say like 300-ish, and you can get a number 91 for 350. That's okay. I would say, yeah, that's the cheapest option, so that's probably okay. Probably fine. Beware the dark side. The uncommon is $38. So I would say about 300-ish as well. The sub 100, you can get number 97 for 319 or number 67 for 350. That's fine. And then we have the Emperor's Fist, which is the ultra rare. And the ultra rare is 459, so it's only about $60 above the low of like 400. And the cheapest you can get is it's not worth it. It's number 67 for 20,000. No one's paying that. I would not tell anyone to pay that for it. Patsuar says, I like the BitBoy fight idea. If for nothing else, free ad for Veve and OMI. Let's go. I'll do it. I'll go and get that bread for everyone. Let's go over the partner statue real quick. Partners. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. So partner statue is down to $2,800, down from the high of $3,400 the last week. And the sub 100s are 40K is the cheapest sub 100. Not really worth it. Let's go to Todd right now and see what he's doing. Todd McFarlane Batman is over at $746. Not bad. The sub 100s, I would say, should be about 65 to 7 grand, 6,500, and you have number 65 for $6,666. That's kind of fair. I do think OMI would be a better. I think OMI would be a better investment, but again, that's just my opinion. That is not financial advice. Let's go to the Riso, Eddie Riso Batman, which has a floor of about $1,799, so $1,800 for that. And then if you go for the floor of the sub 100s, you have number 87 for 5K. I do think that is definitely worth it. If you have gems in the app already, if you have 5K in your bank account, I do think the better ROI would be OMI. But if you have it in gems, number 87 for 5,000 is a pretty good deal. And I think that's about what I would have it at. Let me just go and eat this last turkey sausage. Okay. Where am I going here? Yeah. That seems to be it for me today. Thank you all for the super chats. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye. Dash. Goodbye, Dashing. I love you guys. Goodbye. In the stream.